A legendary duel, HMS Cavalier races into history. On July 6, 1971, a unique duel unfolded off the coast of Scotland. HMS Cavalier and HMS Rapid, veterans of countless battles, met not with cannons, but in a thrilling race. The calm seas contrasted sharply with their wartime service 25 years prior. A mix of seasoned and young sailors crewed the Cavalier, their vessel slicing through the water at an impressive 31 knots. Rapid's crew matched them stroke for stroke. Neck and neck for most of the race, fate intervened. A mechanical issue on Rapid threw the competition wide open. Cavalier, seizing the opportunity, surged forward with the same spirit that carried them through countless wartime challenges. And win they did. By a mere 30 yards, the nearly 30-year-old Cavalier claimed the coveted title, fastest ship in the fleet. This victory cemented a legacy born in the fires of World War II. Flashback, 1943. World War II raged. Nazi Germany relentlessly bombed British industry, targeting vital infrastructure. One key target, J. Samuel White's shipyard, a crucial cog in the war effort. Despite the damage, British engineers and workers persevered. The Royal Navy, stretched thin across multiple fronts, desperately needed new ships, vessels for combat, escort duty, mine-laying, and reconnaissance. Enter the HMS Cavalier, one of many destroyers built to meet this urgent need. Rapidly designed and constructed, the Cavalier was part of a fleet of 32 C-class destroyers. These 362-foot-long vessels were a potent blend of speed, firepower, and durability, perfectly suited for the high-stakes battles to come. Cavalier enters the fray, Arctic dangers and convoy duty, a pioneering design. Cavalier was a technological marvel. One of the first British ships built with electric welding, this innovative technique offered several advantages. The combination of welded and riveted sections made the ship both stronger and faster. Additionally, it allowed women, who were crucial to the wartime workforce, to contribute more efficiently due to the streamlined construction process. 1944, joining the fight commissioned. In late 1944, under Lieutenant Commander Donald Terry McBarnett, HMS Cavalier entered service at a critical moment. The Allies were intensifying their efforts on all fronts, and the Royal Navy needed strong, agile ships. Cavalier, boasting 4 main 4.5-inch guns and a top speed of 31 knots, joined the 6th Destroyer Flotilla. Its first few months were spent in the treacherous waters around Norway, participating in operations like Selenium against German shipping, shred, minesweeping, and ground sheet, mine-laying. The harsh realities of the North Atlantic. These missions in the North Atlantic were brutal tests of courage. Sailors endured sub-zero temperatures on Arctic convoys, ever-present threats of mines and torpedoes, and constant exposure to the harsh elements. Gun crews, stationed on open decks, manned their posts through icy water and relentless enemy threats, with little to no shelter. Convoy RA-64, a crucial mission 1. Such mission was Convoy RA-64, departing Kola Inlet in February 1945. This convoy of American, British, and Norwegian merchant ships carried vital supplies despite facing significant danger. Protected by destroyers, sloops, and corvettes, the convoy faced immediate threats from German U-boats. On the first night, a corvette and sloop engaged and sunk a U-boat, but the sloop itself was later torpedoed and lost. Brutal weather forced the convoy to scatter multiple times. U-boat and air attacks took their toll, sinking a merchant ship and a corvette with only one survivor. Despite regrouping efforts, another merchant ship was lost. Facing a fierce storm, both literal and figurative, the Royal Navy dispatched 6 destroyers, including HMS Cavalier under McBarnett's command, to reinforce the escort. Cavalier's pivotal role. On February 23rd, Cavalier set sail from Scapa Flow to join the scattered convoy. Its speed, power, and skilled crew proved invaluable. Cavalier played a key role in regrouping the convoy and ensuring the safe passage of 31 of the 34 merchant ships, which reached their Scottish destination on March 1st. This crucial contribution in the final stages of convoy RA-64 earned the ship its sole battle honour of the war, a busy post-war from escort duty to atomic testing. Despite a valiant crew and a skilled captain, Cavalier arrived just as the war in Europe was winding down. Her remaining months were spent escorting vital troop ships across the dangerous Atlantic. These voyages, according to crew accounts, were harrowing due to the high speeds maintained. With the war's end, Cavalier underwent a brief refit before a planned deployment to the Pacific Fleet. However, the atomic bombs and Japan's surrender halted those plans. Instead, she was sent to the East Indies, a region in turmoil, to help restore order, the Far East and beyond. The new HMS Cavalier rejoined the fleet in 1957 and returned to the Far East. In 1958, she found herself part of a task force witnessing the testing of atomic and hydrogen bombs by the United Kingdom off Christmas Island. Later, service and Brunei Revolt Cavalier continued her service in the Far East for several years. In 1962, during the Brunei Revolt, she played a vital role by transporting troops and equipment to the region. Additionally, she served as a communications hub and assisted in handling captured rebels. A near miss, a heroic rescue, and a legendary race 1964 saw a close call for Cavalier. While en route for a refit, she collided with a Liberian tanker in the English Channel. Thankfully, there were no injuries, but the destroyer lost her bow and required emergency repairs. Following another Far East deployment, Cavalier returned to the UK in 1968 for service in home waters and the Mediterranean. Here, she displayed her unwavering spirit on two separate occasions. Saving the St. Brandon. In September 1970, a coaster named St. Brandon caught fire in the rough seas of the Bristol Channel. Cavalier, acting as plane guard for HMS Ark Royal, was diverted to assist. While a French trawler had already rescued the crew, Cavalier stood by the burning ship to warn other vessels and monitor the situation. Despite the challenging conditions, a boarding party secured a tow line and brought the St. Brandon safely to harbour the following day. The challenge and the race. This display of swift response, even for a wartime ship, led to a unique challenge. The crew of HMS Rapid, another destroyer, challenged Cavalier to a speed contest. Though both ships were considered elderly by then, they remained two of the Royal Navy's fastest vessels. Rapid, though a former R-class destroyer converted to a frigate, shared the same hull and machinery as Cavalier, making it an even match. Cavalier's crew readily accepted, with media attention growing thanks to a donated trophy. The stage was set. On July 6, 1971, these two veterans of the sea faced off in a historic race off the coast of Scotland. For 2 thrilling hours, they duelled neck and neck, both exceeding speeds of 30 knots. A pivotal moment arrived when Rapid suffered a mechanical issue, allowing Cavalier to surge ahead. In a narrow victory by just 30 yards over a 64-mile course, the nearly 30-year-old Cavalier triumphed with an average speed of 31.8 knots, earning the title the fastest of the Greyhounds. This win, however, marked the twilight of Cavalier's active service. Decommissioned in 1971, she returned to Chatham Dockyard for the final time, having steamed an impressive 564,140 miles. Preserving a legacy following decommissioning, a campaign led by preservationists, including Lord Louis Mountbatten, ensured Cavalier's survival. She changed hands and locations several times before being acquired by the Chatham Historic Dockyard in 1998. Recognized for her historical significance, Cavalier was transformed into a memorial honoring the 142 Royal Navy destroyers lost in World War II and the over 11,000 sailors who perished. In 2007, the HMS Cavalier War Memorial was officially unveiled by Prince Philip, featuring a bronze sculpture as its centerpiece. This former champion of the seas now stands as a permanent tribute to sacrifice and service. Thank you for watching.